In this Soviet-era building, some of Ukraine's most vital military men and women are being trained. This, a school for kamikaze drone pilots. These students are being trained to become first-person view or FPV drone pilots. They'll wear these headsets to actually see what the drone is seeing. And these are the cheap and fast drones that the Ukrainians have used to such great effect against Russian armour. Now, this course is only 2 weeks long. It's a week of theory, then a week of practical training, after which many of them will return straight to the front line. Their teacher used to fly drones for TV and film. Now he's training hundreds of men and women how to seek and destroy the Russian army.
We've been using FPV drones since the start of the invasion. At first, our commanders were afraid of using them because they thought they were dangerous, but they now use them all the time. At first, the Russians didn't know what they were, and we were able to attack targets close to the front line. Now they've moved everything back about 6 to 8 kilometres. In Bakhmut, for instance, we used FPV drones to hit individual Wagner soldiers in their trenches. They're often more effective than artillery, particularly at getting into small areas, and we're starting to use them over longer distances.
The students use simulators to practice flying, manoeuvring their drones through different landscapes. These are difficult to fly, and on the battlefield, their success ratio is low, which is why Ukraine says it needs thousands more.
No one can say how many drones are being used because they're being supplied from so many places. But I can say that for every 100 drones, about 10 hit the target, so 90 of them are just lost. Some elite units, though, are 70 or 80% effective. From 30 drones, 25 hit the target. Drones can't replace artillery, but one $500 drone is much cheaper than a guided artillery shell.
300 men and women have been through this school. Funding comes from donations and the fees of some private students. On another floor is an engineering workshop. In here they repair damaged aircraft and work on new tech, trying to find ways to increase range and battery life and make these drones more autonomous.
The next war will be a battle of AI. Some drones are using it, but they're not that accurate and still need work. That's why FPV drones are useful right now, because they are cheap and effective. But in the future, AI may well control the drone and even pick the target.
Ukraine says it's training 10,000 FPV pilots a year. From Bakhmut to the Black Sea, drones have been a force multiplier, allowing Kyiv to hit Russian targets at depth with less danger to its own troops. For these pilots, the simulation will soon end, though, and in a matter of days, some will be in combat, using these skills for real against the Russians. Simon Newton, Forces News, Ukraine. Thanks for watching. For more from Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.